I'll be calling you a radical. Wait till you hear this one. So the two senators from Alaska are going to form a task force to understand the declines in the salmon the last decade. Guess who they say they're going to include on the NOAA? Kevin Blanch to NOAA. Face to face, toe to toe, nose to nose. What about the Pacific Ocean? What about the readings from, which I call plutonium, from Fukushima? Not our job, Kevin. As you know, NOAA's models on the Columbia River, ODF, WWF, in 2016 on the Chinook were set at 3.4 million. I set at 480,000. I come dead on. I've been dead on every year. They're up by 90%. The Columbia River salmon numbers, they live in the ocean. Salmon live in the ocean. I got to tell you this one. I talked to this kid who I know has worked at one of the salmon counters, one of the grocery stores here for years, about salmon. Now, you're not going to believe this one. He told me, well, I didn't know the salmon lived in the Pacific Ocean. I thought they lived in rivers. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm like, whoa. So, you cannot make this shit up. The salmon declines in the last decade, Fukushima, the great coincidence decade. On the Columbia River, the stillhead numbers are down 97, 98%. On the Jedediah Smith, where there's no dams, they're down 99%. On the Deschutes, they're down 99%. On the Rogue, they're down 99 point some odd percent. These are stillhead numbers. They go to sea for 10 years. The Chinook salmon, to go to sea for 5 years, are down 95% in 5 years. It's an arguable fact. Their models, again, they had record returns in 28, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They go to sea for 5 years. It's a smoking gun of Fukushima. It's unarguable data. We have the data. You can run a question. Mystified, baffled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered. That does not diddle in science. What Kevin Blanch had done first, you hypothesize the knowledge. These meltdowns are pointed Pacific Ocean. This heat source, which I named plutonium, you don't even know what it is because it's never happened before. It took 60 minutes, 3,122 days to tell you what Kevin Blanch told you in 1 hour. Leslie Stahl to Lake Barrett, who I know Lake Barrett personally. Well, where are these cores? Well, there's the Pacific Ocean right there. Well, this is like going to the moon. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl. This has never happened before. So how are you going to test something you don't even know what it is, which I named plutonium. Made the Urban Dictionary. Made the Urban Dictionary. Maybe 2022, the year of the Fukushima activists. Denial is not a jet stream river, or is it? It is not a Japanese current or a California current, or is it? So Alaska's going to form a task force. No one will say the F word. So they had some big numbers in certain areas on Alaska on the chums and the sockeye. Surely not on the Chinook. Go look at your tide pool. How about the Fraser in British Columbia? You know it's down 99% in this decade on the all salmon. Washington, the whole drainage, 400 tributaries drain into the Columbia River. We don't count dead tide pools, old Kevin Blanch does. We don't count dead humans in bone marrow transplant centers. Oh, Kevin Blanch does. He was almost one of them. But we count every salmon. Again, everybody was laughing at me. Ha ha ha, Blanch, you're full of it. I saw with my own eyes the Chinook numbers are record. Wait till 2016. Will you believe me then? They go to sea for 5 years. Will you believe me then? Just the greatest PhD in human history. Again, NOAA is going to be on the Alaska Committee. Not our job, Kevin. NOAA's models, which were always dead on in 2016 on the Chinook, 3.4 million. Mine was 480,000. They came in at 488,000. The next year, 2017, their models were 3.2 million. My model was, let me back up. I got a year ahead. 2016, my model was 680,000. There was 3.4 million. It came in at 688,000. 2017, now remember they go 5 years. They had 3.4 million returning in 2015. And their model was set at the same thing in 2016. I set my model at 680,000. There's 3.4 million. Right where they were the year before. They actually had it a hair higher. They dropped from 3.4 million to 680,000. I was dead on there. Whoa, this is an abolition. This is not, whoa, just 1 year. Once is luck. Second year I set mine at 480,000. They set theirs at 3.2 million. Came in at 483,000. Whoa, Blanche got lucky twice. Once is luck, twice is skill. Third year I set mine at 333,000. They set her theirs at over 3 million. Came in at 333,000. Once is luck, twice is skill. 3 times is recorded history. First you hypothesize the knowledge. They're going to pour this in. Then you do the field work. 10 years doing that. Then you defend your work against this tsunami of ignorance. I've been dead on every single year to the nose. That's science. It's unarguable. You can run regression in a computer model. Now we have 10 years of data. And it will smoke. It will deviate from the mean so many times. And the regression model, I don't care how you build it, whatever you plug in, any of this shit, still heading on these rivers, you're going to point right to the outliner. Outliners mean something radical, new, crazy happened when an outliner shows up. 2011. Unarguable science, and everybody, the whole country, the whole world's in denial. I'm not. So, Alaska, gonna form a task force to freaking, here's some more millions of dollars out of the United States budget, go a little further in debt. We're only 30 trillion really in that debt. Don't drink the water. Just smoking, and just the Pacific Ocean, the Great Pacific Genocide. That's all. Kevin Blanche hypothesized that in 2011. March 23rd. They're lying. These are full-blown up meltdowns. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody there's even one meltdown, let alone 3. They're going to push it into the Pacific Ocean. It's going to break the chain. Breaking news, jet stream moves left, right. Breaking news, fish swim. Big fish eat little fish. They broke the chain. The phytoplankton. Anchovy sardines, tide pools, wells. It's unarguable data on the salmon. Unarguable. So, 2022, the year of the Fukushima activists. Wow. You know, starfish just died from a virus. A virus? A virus? We sure dealt with viruses a lot lately. Whoa. Everything changed in 2011. And you're in denial. I'm not, because I do science. I don't do opinion. See if this can make it to the perfect 8. Every single thing I hypothesized to a T has come true. I mean, to a fine science. And we have the proof now. Stay untuned, literally.